Welcome to the BAM Sports Show.
I carefully place all of it in various trash cans around.
Any other headlines you guys are interested in tomorrow?
I'll poop in a urinal.
It's going to be a wet one.
He shoots, he scores, you suck.
Rick's wife is going to make him sleep in the bathroom tub tonight.
A dark horse candidate of where I may eventually want to end up living for good.
Welcome to a brand new sports show experience coming through your wavelengths. Let's get ready to have some fun. So sit back, crack open a drink, and let's talk some sports.
Damon Sports Show on Friday night.
I fucking hate you, Ryan.
Welcome
Hey, Jew Ryan.
Ryan, we are on the same.
Did you call
wave
Ryan a
that
Jew?
we're doing the same.
There we go. Now we're good.
Well, I want to go on record saying I don't hate Jew Ryan.
Oy vey.
Well, we're
That's
starting
not what
off
I asked
great,
you to do, Ryan. That is not what I asked you to do.
but it is beautiful, isn't it?
Hello, friends. Jim Nance here.
Welcome to the Friday night edition of the Bam Sports Show. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Packers have an owner, finally.
That's true. Oh, no, my camera's going to die.
We are joined
Oh,
with
no.
Zach Galifianakis tonight.
Okay.
However you say that name. And we've got some game picks. I'm back from Mexico. Let's do this. Keith, you
What?
want to start or you want to?
Oh,
What are we doing?
You
What are we doing?
You want me
Keith,
to start?
Keith,
I'll
the floor is
start
yours.
with last night.
I'll start with the debacle that was last night with the Green Bay Packers. They got
Beautiful.
it was beautiful for anybody who's not a Packers fan. It was disgusting. We had the most stupid ass game plan that I've ever seen for the Packers for a Packers team. And then after the game, our coach said we need to find a way to run the ball more. This is the same coach who calls the plays. And he called 12 running plays. He started the game with 12 or 6 straight passes for -6 yards.
Excellent.
It's exactly what I said.
Fucking beautiful. Absolutely.
So-
beautiful.
Okay, yeah, I just said
Yes,
so.
Danny.
Let me collect my thoughts.
Go ahead, Danny.
You're,
I was just watching some of the replays from when Detroit played Atlanta last week because I realized we're going to go through 2 Detroit games and 2 Green Bay games since we were on the show last, right? Because, Sunday, then Thursday now. They played at the time an undefeated team, 2-0, which doesn't mean a whole lot at the beginning of the season, but Detroit still had like 7 sacks, and then a couple interceptions and some turnovers too. So I guess
don't die on the air.
I'm not.
is this
we're
more on, I would say, Detroit being a bit better than we all realize, or is this just completely on Green Bay just being a shit show? I know, that's always the
It's both. But I don't think anybody on this show is underestimating how good the Detroit Lions are.
okay.
But the Packers last night were a shit show.
Yeah.
They couldn't pass protect. They couldn't run protect. They couldn't get pressure on the quarterback. They couldn't stop the run.
They had 1 yard in the first quarter.
Dan Campbell fisted your butthole all night long. And it was
He did.
beautiful.
He did. It's fine. He did. And then there's a whole other issue that has gone over Packers Twitter all fucking day. And you kind of saw a glimpse of it with Ryan earlier, putting it as his background. So every year
Call that a teaser, bitch.
there is 2 games that the tickets are sold to Milwaukee County. And if it is a primetime game, Milwaukee sells their tickets because they don't want to travel. And this is the freaking look of last night.
Why does it only matter if it's prime time? They would travel to a a noon game.
Yes, it happens every year. So every 2nd and 5th game, the season tickets are sold to Milwaukee. And it happens every fucking year.
And Milwaukee fans aren't Green Bay fans?
No, they are. They're just fucking stupid.
They don't want to drive the 4 hours or whatever it is. How far
From
is it?
Green
Is it that far,
from
really?
Green Bay to Milwaukee is 2 hours.
So you're saying
No, I
this wasn't
slept most
in
of
Lambeau
that.
Field? So this game's not. Am I hearing that right? That you're saying this isn't in Lambeau Field?
This is Lambeau Field. This is
But
Lambeau Field.
if you look
But
closely,
if you look at the stands,
It's all Detroit guys.
it's all Detroit.
Yeah, baby.
yeah.
There were
let's
6,000
see.
at least Detroit fans. Packers fans in Milwaukee have to do better.
It's
we
weird.
have to fix that. As an organization, we've got to find a way to fix that. 'Cause
My
I understand the
biggest
second.
thing, and I'm just going to jump in here on you,
Go
Keith.
ahead. Go ahead.
You went from this winning culture
Mm-hmm.
and Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers and beating up on the slow kid Chicago Bears. And 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, you're here with your whole lower bowl sold to Lions fans. How quickly do Green Bay Packers fans just fucking give up? How do you do that? How do you let that happen?
I don't think they gave up. Just Milwaukee as a sports city is fucking stupid. They can't even sell out their own fucking stadium.
That's true. That's Wrigley Field.
well, that
North,
is
the
true.
Cubs
They
do
can't
that.
even sell out their own stadium. And I'm sure if we click to the game right now, it's mostly Cubs fans in Milwaukee right now. Even
I'd
though
rather
Milwaukee
not.
just won the division, I don't want to watch it either because we're losing.
We're only down by one, though. We're only down by one.
I don't care.
This
I'm
is-
not
this-
watching.
It's baseball's done.
Agreed. But yes.
Go Orioles. Go Braves.
This
Go
is-
Mariners. Are the Mariners in it?
We're,
Mariners are
kinda,
still kind of
barely.
I'll root for the Mariners.
Yeah. The Cubs aren't. Are the Cubs kind of hanging on a thread right now?
mean,
yeah.
Or the-
We're not
We're on life
officially
support.
eliminated yet.
Yeah.
We're on life support.
We're hanging
Yeah.
from something.
Yeah, I feel like Cubs and Mariners are in the same little thing here. You know, that's like last year I was telling you that Green Bay was my least favorite team, and now Kansas City is my least favorite team. The reason I didn't like Green Bay is because I always felt like they were like being from Washington State, and just traveling from different other places. Seems like the teams with the biggest fan support was Dallas, and then right after that was Green Bay. And I always felt like once Green Bay had a serious, season or two of losing, all those fans were just going to disappear. Now, if someone's from that area, I think that's a little different, but that just bugged the hell out of me. And I don't want to just sit here and just rip on Green Bay.
I do.
don't
the whole.
care.
Well, I do.
I know.
It's
I know
fine.
you guys.
No matter
do it.
how bad
'Cause
the
it's
team gets or what anything happens, I will continue to carry the G
good.
my
Yeah.
entire life.
And I'm not,
Yes.
like I said, I don't have the.
G.
It's like New England right now. I'm still not a
gonorrhea?
fan of New England,
Yes.
but I don't
Yes.
despise New England like I used to. So it's it is what it is. This probably happens with every fan base after a while. So
It's
What?
so jarring to me to see that. Like I
Mhm.
saw a clip
It's-
and I didn't know anything.
So
beforehand.
hold on, but why doesn't the rest of Wisconsin buy them fucking tickets in? If they're listed, they're listed.
Yeah,
Because Detroit probably bought them early.
I
don't know.
realize it's a Thursday night game, but
I don't know.
like
It happens every year. So the
just
the
wild
Packers
me.
used to play back in before Lombardi. They used to play 3 games in Milwaukee every year, even though they're based out of Green Bay. Then Green Bay was like, "We're losing $2 million a year letting this happen, so we're just going to stay here. But this is what we're going to do for you. We're going to give you the 2nd and 5th game for season tickets."
Well, those are usually the shittiest games.
Well, I want them. This is what I want them to change. Take it away from being just the 2nd and 5th game automatically. After the schedule's posted, pick the games and don't give them a fucking primetime game.
Well, your ownership
better.
fucking make it happen.
or just like
As me and Ryan discussed last night, it means jack shit.
have like fans.
We have
It's
fans.
That
like the most
actually
fair weather
Show up
bullshit
and
I've ever
support
seen.
your team.
It's
Like I
it's
get it
so
for the
fucking
Bears.
dumb.
The Bears they're in an international city, greatest city on earth, Chicago, Illinois. We stink. Of course, we're gonna sell out, but it's gonna be the other team, doing it, and that's fine. I realize that right now until they're good again. But like Green Bay, what do you guys call that little area up there? Title Town?
Title Town.
And you just fucking let the Lions march in there. Fans take your whole lower bowl over and then just dog walk you the entire game.
You're not
That's
allowed to
I wasn't sure if it
insane
was.
to me.
I wasn't sure if it was a football game or a Blue Man Group concert.
I would go to a Blue Man Group concert. That would be cool. I want
It
to
pretty
see
much
that.
was last night.
It's disgusting. As a Packers fan, I'm disgusted.
No.
I was more ashamed of that than the loss.
Well, the loss was pretty bad.
The loss is bad. There's nothing good about the loss.
Jordan Love did not look good.
I get what you're saying though, Keith. Like, the loss was bad enough, but like seeing that stings.
That's what hurt the most, really.
We get that maybe once. Well, I guess it's once every other year when Blue Jays come to Seattle because Seattle's like 2 hours away from the border. So, like, we get the whole. Well, it's not safe. I still call it Safeco. It just gets
They
flooded
trade
with
tickets
Blue
for
Jay
maple
fans.
syrup, eh?
Yeah.
Yep. So it becomes a Blue Jay.
You trade it
stadium
for good
for-
health care.
Yeah, it sucks. We're not on a dying list.
I'm
so
done
it's
with my rant.
You should go to a Cubs Reds game and tell me how many Cubs fans are at the game, Danny.
Where in Cincinnati?
I wonder if the Blue Man
I went
Group would
to,
have played as bad as Green Bay.
I went to
No,
they're
they're more in
Not
tune.
possible. Not possible.
Ah,
watched the Mariners get beat by the Reds.
They played like shit.
I got the game.
was it a good game though?
I saw Julio Rodriguez hit a home run, so that made me
cool.
happy.
That's
Yeah,
really neat.
I'll take that. And I'll tell you what, the Reds fans are pretty cool with Eugene Suarez because longtime Reds, and just every time he showed up, everyone gave him a standing ovation. So
That's cool.
it was pretty cool. Yeah, they were like, "Dang!" I was trying to explain to my daughter, like, "Hey, this guy plays for our team now, but everyone here still cheers for him." So that's pretty cool. So fans
I'm
behind
not
us were
convinced
cool.
that Dansby Swanson isn't a secret agent.
I think
He's
Dansby is still hurt.
fine.
I think he's still nursing that heel.
I watched the whole game last night. LaFleur was freaking naive coming in, just passing on first two drives. His game plan was trash.
It was
Yeah,
fucking
and then
terrible.
he acted like a spoiled bitch after the fucking show the first time a reporter pressed him on a question. Did you see that?
I did.
Mm.
First thing he said this morning in his presser was he apologized, but that doesn't.
I watched Star Wars instead, and it was a much better choice.
It might have been for me, even though I already watched it.
I haven't seen episode 7 yet. I'm gonna
I-
watch that tonight.
I'm not going to spoil anything.
Like,
Hey, is that
episode-
animated Spider-Man on Disney Plus?
Not yet, and it probably won't be.
What?
It's not a Disney.
It's
It's
not a
Sony.
Disney movie. It's Sony, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't finish it on the second flight. Damn it.
I still haven't watched it. I've been waiting.
It was pretty
I
good.
need to see it.
And I watched
Some
Shazam,
really,
it was great.
really good characters in it. I'm very excited to see. And I always like Miles Morales. He's my favorite Spidey.
Shazam was pretty fucking good.
Him and Spider Pig.
Spider Pig.
I liked
Spider
the,
Ham.
Spider Pig.
There was the Lego Spider-Man in this one.
Spider Pig.
What? That's
Yep.
sick.
There's a lot more, but I won't ruin it for you.
Yeah, don't. Because I'm very excited to sit down and watch it finally.
Yeah, it'd be a good one.
Football.
So football, yeah, back to sports because that's what we do on Friday nights. Is talk sports and bullshit, right?
I'd rather talk Spider-Man, to
bullshit.
be honest with you.
Well, yeah. But I'm not
Ryan,
gonna
you
let
and me will do our Spider-Man show.
Yeah,
We'll start our
that's,
own.
that's the after show.
Yeah, stay late for the after show. Patreon's
Keith and I
welcome.
sling webs.
So,
white
Keith, serious
sticky
serious
webs.
question, Keith.
What's up, buddy?
I mean, are you hitting that panic button?
No.
Yeah, well,
Are you
Hold on a minute, we-
RELAXING?
like
Relax.
beginning of the season, what were you
I'm-
expecting out of the team, though? You weren't
I'm
expecting
exactly where I thought we would be after 4 weeks.
You were thinking like 8 wins for the year or something, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had us finishing third behind the Bears, but now I don't have us finishing behind the Bears anymore.
Yeah. So
Me
I mean,
neither.
it's like your ceiling was
In the reverse standings.
your hopes were pretty damn low. So I can't see
Yeah,
you
I
being
wasn't
that
super
upset
high
right
about
now. Yeah.
I mean, you're 2-2.
You stomped on the Bears.
seen-
You feel pretty good for the rest of the
We've
year.
seen
right?
Fuck off,
spurts
Danny.
of
Oh!
we've seen spurts of good from Jordan Love. We're the youngest team in the NFL. We're gonna have mistakes. We're gonna have growing pains. It is what it is. I'm not gonna let it affect my mood.
After 4 weeks, are you convinced Jordan Love is the guy?
Well, he has the same starting record as our last 2 quarterbacks on their first 5 starts. So
you're saying he's going to be a Hall of Famer?
not saying he's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
That's a silly comment, and you know it.
It's a silly.
Look
comment,
at
I know.
him as a human, an individual
He
human.
needs to
Is he?
shore some stuff up.
Is he the guy?
Maybe. I can't say after 4 weeks. He needs to shore some stuff up. He's got happy feet right now, and he's not setting his feet on a long ball.
But he's been sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years.
But he also didn't play football for 4 years because of 2020.
He was there, and he was on the what did they call
I
it?
have faith.
How about
Spy
this?
team, whatever
Give
the fuck they
me-
call it. I don't know.
A rating from 1 to 10, like how confident you'd be him going to the Hall of Fame at this point.
The Hall of Fame
At
after
this point,
4
yeah.
weeks.
That was just a 1 through 10. It could be a 2,
CW.
3. Okay,
That was a
3,
creep one, by the way.
just below a 1 out of 3 chance. All right, I like it.
I agree with you, CW, that like he's scripting a good game, but when you come out after the game and say, "Oh, we need to run the ball more," and you're the one who fucking calls the plays, and you have healthy Aaron Jones, and he touches the ball 5 times, that's on you, dog.
Do you guys mind if I change gears a little bit in the
No.
football world?
No,
You don't mind?
I
Okay.
do. I want to shit on the Packers some more.
I mean, I'm good for an hour and a half of shitting on the Packers
Okay.
on the show.
Invisible dream.
If we're being honest.
Okay, so I got a question for the 3 of you guys. There's 3
Green
teams.
screen.
There's 3 teams right now that are 3-0. It's the Niners, the Eagles, and what was it? The Miami.
Can you do it?
Out of those 3, who do you think is going to last the longest without getting beaten?
Who is the third one? Niners,
Miami.
Dolphins.
Don't the 49ers play the Cowboys soon?
Yeah, the schedule definitely makes a difference.
I'm gonna say
Eagles got to play them too pretty soon. You got 2 games. with
I'm
them.
gonna look
Do
at
they?
the Niners schedule.
The
They have
Eagles, yeah, they're in their
Cardinals
division.
this weekend and Cowboys next. Then Browns, Vikings, Bengals, Jags.
God damn it, motherfucker.
What?
Cincinnati.
Oh,
I'm
Cincinnati.
so sick of fucking offensive-minded head coaches fucking calling a bullshit offense.
I don't think that's. Oh, okay. That's Cincinnati. I thought you were yelling at your dog. Apparently, you're yelling at your football team.
Like, man, Burrow's here. He's playing hurt, man. Come on.
No, Bearcats. God damn it.
Yeah.
Out of those 3 teams, I want to see the dang old 49ers schedule.
I just fucking told you 2 seconds ago.
I wasn't listening. My son's up there
Actually,
fucking
Cardinals?
river dancing.
Cardinals, Cowboys, Browns, Vikings, Bengals.
Give me
Cowboys
the
game will be
Niners.
tough.
I think the Niners are going to last the longest out of the 3.
He's got to get over that
You think so?
Dallas hump.
Yeah, I think they can beat Dallas.
They can, but I think that'd
It's
be a
in
good
San
game,
Francisco.
though.
The
It's not-
Cardinals. The Cardinals beat Dallas.
yeah,
Yeah, you
but
just gotta run
no,
it, Micah.
Cardinals.
What
Cardinals might be special.
Screen, my dog,
Who?
What?
Blake.
Oh, it's just a Bears team photo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Let's see. Who did the man, I don't even
Eagles
know how to look
have
at these
Rams, Jets, Dolphins. I think the Dolphins. Spoiler alert! I think the Dolphins lose this weekend.
schedules. Ooh.
Who they playing?
What?
The Bills.
Yeah, they're gonna come back down to earth for sure.
Where's it at? We'll come back to that one. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk scores from last week. Browns
Yeah.
over the Titans, 27-3.
Hey, the Packers won last week.
We're not
Yeah,
shit about
Titans
the
don't look
Packers.
good, man.
Shit.
Chunk scores from last week. That's a game that happened last week.
Yeah, Packers won. Cool. Miles
I was
Garrett,
there.
he's so good. I just love Miles Garrett. Lions
Yes, he
over
is.
the Falcons 20-6. Packers
Yeah.
18, Saints 17. Packers had to injure a quarterback to win that game.
They'll do it
No
again.
comment.
What a nightmare that Browns
No
game.
comment.
Fucking
Tight.
Bears team.
I tell you, I didn't see that play. I'm not lying. I did not see that play.
Yeah, no, I watched it close up. And,
No, I wasn't even I wasn't even watching the game when that play happened.
yeah,
Yes.
Titans are not looking good. I would not be surprised to
Titans
see them.
do not look good.
I'm streaming my
Start
defense
selling.
based on whoever's playing the Titans right now in my fantasy football league.
It would also be a smart idea to do
So-
it against the Bears.
That's what I
Yeah.
did last week.
Who's
Pretty well.
Same.
who ends up
That's what I'm
trading
doing
for
this
Derrick
week.
Henry?
Nobody.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna leave.
What? You don't
Not
think
this
so?
year. Not this year. I don't think so.
If you're gonna sell, why not sell?
I don't see a player of his like pedigree and caliber getting traded mid-season. You
And
don't typically see that in season for football. On top of that, you've got Jonathan Taylor out there, and potentially what's his nuts in Vegas.
yeah, nobody wanted Josh Jacobs.
That
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor couldn't get
mean,
a
just
trade.
Look at
is true.
Dalvin
what's
Cook.
surrounding everything around running backs right now with all the contract issues and shit that they just went through.
And Derrick Henry is 28.
Fair.
That's
fair.
like
Me too.
it's like 103 in dog years.
Plus 10.
I mean,
Yes.
but I think the compensation would be totally different. If you're a contender, I don't know.
Who
I mean,
would-
what's his
who would
contract
want him?
look like? I mean,
Who
like
would
I think
want
any
him? I mean,
team.
KC
Well, I mean,
would
who-
probably want him. The
Yeah.
Bills would probably want him.
I don't know. The Bill.
Those
I
are
like.
two
I
good
like.
landing spots.
I like James Cook. I think he's been doing a pretty good job.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Titans. Here's what.
Yeah.
Here's what we do. You ready? Justin Fields for Derrick Henry and their first round pick. They get a quarterback.
There's no way
I
you're
know.
getting
I'm
the
just-
first for Justin right now.
Okay. I'm gonna ask a question that's gonna make me sound dumb.
Where you
Because I
start.
feel like Trey Lance didn't get to start.
What's different
a
than
lot.
typical?
Well, I was just saying,
Trey,
like, no,
Trey Lance and the 49ers.
well, he played for the 49ers, but now he's with Dallas now, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like he didn't got a good shot at being.
Well,
the
he got
starting
one
QB.
start and broke his ankle. Hey, we just tied the game, by the way.
Right. So I feel like that's a gamble I think I'd be worth taking if I was Tennessee, taking him. I know he's already with Dallas, but I mean, he seems like he's a potential starter out there that you could pick up with not a lot of risk, in my
UC
opinion.
Bearcat, Ian Happ. Thank you.
I don't know. Maybe there's something about Trey Lance I just didn't know because I was like, oh, okay. Seems like he was-
He's not good at football.
He was overrated coming
The
out
one
of
game.
college.
Me being very into dynasty dynasty
Sure.
leagues. I pay a pretty close attention to the big names in college
Mhm.
after the football season is over. I don't watch college football. They got shit to do on a Saturday. But he was my least favorite out of those 5 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I liked Mac Jones more than I like Trey Lance.
I wasn't excited about Trey Lance either.
Yep.
I guess I'm just
And,
compared
like-
to Tannehill, and he's just one of those ones where I feel like the ceiling is a little more of a question mark versus someone like Zach Wilson, where we know this guy is absolute dog shit, and we know
Yeah.
Tannehill is dog shit right now. It's like, well, go grab somebody right now.
I would like to see that as well,
Yeah.
CW. Now, here
would agree
is
with you.
another point
That's what I'm
with Derrick
saying.
Henry is his next 2 years since he was restructured are voided. So he's actually a free agent next year.
Wow. And I don't see him being a starter.
Okay, so if you are
At
Buffalo or if you're Kansas City, do you send a 2 and a 5 to Tennessee for Derrick Henry? Seriously, that's a legit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's bad. No,
Well,
I mean, because
see,
I always
it's really hard to peg down like draft pick compensation for a player. You know what I mean? Because I've seen. Well, we just saw a
Sure, of
coach
course, of
get
course.
traded for a first round pick.
How's that
You know what I
working out?
mean? We'll see. We'll see on Sunday.
Bad until Sunday.
Thank you, CW. Myles Garrett. Don't know if you watched our preseason show. Myles Garrett was my pick for DPOY. I like that defense. They got some juice.
yeah.
You did say that.
They got the juice.
I thought
Oh
you
man,
picked JJ White, or was that
that was
That was me.
that was
That
you?
was me.
Okay,
I
was
picked
with you on that
TJ.
one.
You
all
picked
picked
Sauce.
TJ.
And
Don't
I
lie.
doubled with you.
You picked Sauce. Don't lie to me.
I still
All
think
right.
Sauce has a chance, but he's
Chargers
struggling.
beat the Vikings
Struggle.
28-24. Vikings are 0-3. I think they're the strongest of the 0-3 teams, but they're still 0-3.
That was going to be my next question. Is out of the 0-3 teams,
Agreed.
which one do you think is the best?
There's four. The only 4 0-3 teams are playing each other this weekend.
Really?
Yep.
What
All
are the
play
other
this
ones?
weekend.
So it's Vikings, Panthers, and
Carolina.
Bears.
And Broncos. That's right.
Yeah.
And I got $20 on Broncos.
Broncos.
Well, smart.
And he's a
Speaking
Broncos
of the
fan,
Broncos, a historic game for them, losing to the Dolphins 70-20.
It's pretty wild.
Congratulations, Broncos.
They gave up over 750 yards in one game.
That's so cool.
That's
And
insane.
are going to come to
Yeah,
Chicago.
And yet they're favored. this
Probably
weekend.
beat the
Yeah.
living hell out of
Yep.
them.
Yeah, it's funny because that's one of the reasons I don't watch a lot of college football. I'm watching it. I've actually watched it more this year than I ever have watched in my life. But there's so many of these mismatch games you have where it feels like it's like 70-3. It's like, why are they
Yeah.
even? They shouldn't even be the same league. And this is like one of the first times I was like, wow, these teams should not be playing each other.
Here, CW, I don't know if you watch this.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in the comments before, and I very much appreciate being here. If you can see the background behind me, that's
Welcome.
official Chicago Bears background that I downloaded off their website. Big Bears fan, bear the fuck down. I hope that comes true. I hope the Broncos beat the Bears 42-13. I want as much pain as possible because I want draft picks and I want Matt Eberflus and especially Luke Getsy fired. Potentially, I would like Luke Getsy just fired into the sun.
Jesus. That one behind you? The one behind you?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that
Or
one's too
fired
pretty. He doesn't deserve
At a
that.
very high speed at like a colander. But anyways, we'll get to the Bears. We'll get to the Bears.
Yeah.
Patriots over the Jets, 15-10. Big ol' snooze fest.
Unfucking
Ezekiel Elliott, 16 carries and 80 yards. Have a game, big guy.
Solid
Yeah.
game for her.
Bills over the Commanders, 37-3.
Who are being sued to
Gosh.
go back to the Redskins, for the record.
That's a whole stupid thing. I don't fucking care. Race cars,
Dave
Dave.
coming at you
That's
live.
my yep.
Fast and the Furious.
I had
That's
two things going. I'm like, is that me?
nope. That's me living in the hood. That's someone in a go-kart racing by. I'm not
That-
fucking with you. It's
That's great.
with
I
a
have
four-
some guy down the street from us, and we live on a very small like cul-de-sac
Mhm.
that has this shitty old Jeep Cherokee that he literally just turns on and leaves running in his driveway. I'm like 7 houses down from him, and I can hear it inside of my house. And he'll just leave it running for like 30 minutes at 10 o'clock at night.
I'm still waiting to hear
Vibrating your bed.
gunshots while I'm on the show. I hear them. I haven't heard them for a few months now, but I mean, there was like a couple months where like about twice a week I was hearing gunshots at night, and I was like, oh man, I just for the show's sake, I just want to hear them
Jesus, I wouldn't
going
be
off
very
while we're streaming.
Hey,
But it still hasn't happened yet.
speaking of, gunshots. Sounds like they caught Tupac's killer.
Tupac?
Tupac.
Oh, I did
Tupac.
hear that.
Yeah, they
After
got
27
Tupac's
years.
after
Tupac.
27 years. They caught Tupac. I got man,
Tupac.
I am fucking
Pac.
northern. They
Pac.
caught Tupac's killer in a shorter amount of time than the Cowboys have been back to the NFC East or NFC Championship game.
Oh, that's funny. I always thought it was a very long time.
Fuck them boys.
Texans
Go Cardinals.
storm into Duval. Beat up on the Jaguars 37-17. That's why Rick's not here.
Yeah, he's looking at his
That's
He's
that's
still
the
sad.
That is why
oh,
Rick's not here. He's not here for that
is-
ass whooping.
Houston's slowly starting to be someone that
Thank you,
a
CW.
team that should be taken a little more seriously now. Because the beginning of the year, we are talking about them in Arizona being like the two worst teams in football.
Yeah. Hold on real quick, Danny. CW,
sorry.
give us a like and a follow. Come back. I'll have plenty
Appreciate
of
you.
Bears rants.
We're gonna
The rest
we're gonna
of
do
the
that more
year,
often, I think.
Sure will.
But thank you. Have a good night. Sorry, Danny. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was saying because the game who they played last week was the Buccaneers. No, it was the Atlanta. I think
Yeah.
that they played
Who, the Texans?
Texans. Yeah, and we were talking about how Stroud looked like since he basically was playing a losing game. It was like, okay, the pressure's off, go through the football. And it was like, oh, shit.
Colts.
The Texans played the Colts.
Oh, it was the Colts. I'm sorry. And he had like 300 something yards and I think it was a touchdown. I was like, okay, so this actually, look, he lost the game, but came back the next week and said, hey, Stroud is actually looking a little bit better. And then this
Stroud looks
week
good.
came and kicked some ass. So that's why I guess I'm wondering is I'm not saying that the Texans are going to be necessarily a playoff contender, but at this point, do we think it's possible that they're at least like an 8-win game plus?
No.
You
No,
don't think
that was one of 3 wins.
I get it, but it's a pattern of a game and a half. And Jacksonville, so you're saying it's just Jacksonville just being absolute shit this year?
No, I think Jacksonville's better than that.
Okay.
They are 1-2. They're just off to a shitty start. I mean,
But
it's
that's a big win though to have on your cap. The last
Ought to be
year's-
1-3 though.
Huh? They're gonna be. Who are they playing this week? They said they're 1-3.
Atlanta in London.
oh, they will be. Oh yeah,
Think so?
you
Maybe.
get fucking early
Oh.
games this week. Next 3 weeks.
Toy Story, baby.
That's a home.
What'd you say?
The Toy Story game.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Houston beat Atlanta.
I mean,
I think
have
that's definitely
seen-
in the ballpark.
I just watched the Texans.
When do they
beat the
play?
Jaguars and also the Cardinals, who were supposed to be the worst
Yeah.
team in football and baseball, beat the
And baseball.
Cowboys, who's one of the better teams in football.
Is that picking? Oh, we haven't done our picks yet.
No,
If I-
I'm trying to get through last week's, and then we'll talk
No.
about this
Oh,
week
okay.
in our picks.
Okay, I guess I was going to ask, would that be like the trap game of the week? Could I pick them as a trap game, or is that
Let's
too
get through
close to
this,
the
and then we'll
odds?
get into
We'll talk
our,
about it. Okay.
Yep. So Colts over the Ravens, another surprising game, 22-19.
Mhm.
I called that game.
Gardner Minshew Mania,
Mania.
Hulkamania is going to run through you.
Crazy game in overtime.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yep. Zach Moss, 30 carries, 122 yards. Thank you, Keith. Just traded him to me in my
He looked
dynasty
good.
league. Seahawks over the Panthers, 37-27. Surprised they let the Panthers score 27 on them. Andy Dalton had almost 400 yards.
Andy Dalton has
Was it a
always
lot
had
of garbage time for
Seattle's number.
Yeah, I
No.
mean,
Or no, not really.
well, they scored 14 in the fourth,
I was gonna say
but the Seahawks
they-
scored 15.
I was gonna say they Carolina played it close like most of the game. And Andy Dalton's always had the Seahawks number for whatever reason.
That's crazy.
And I don't know if you can really, if that even counts, because you go through so many different defensive coordinators and different players on defense. But for whatever reason, Andy Dalton's always played Seattle well. So I was definitely nervous about that game. Plus,
Isn't it weird how that happens sometimes? Like, there's just certain players that play their best game against specific teams.
yeah,
It's weird.
Yeah. So I
Traditionally, that team is Chicago, though.
Yes, I know.
Mhm.
Yeah, whatever.
and plus Seattle was 1-1 going into that game, lost to not St. Louis, to the Rams, who were supposed to be dog shit, and
Are you
then beat
shaking your head, Rocky?
Detroit. So it's like we didn't really know what Seattle was yet. So now that they beat Carolina, it's like, okay, they're better than what we thought they were, losing to the Rams.
Right.
So I don't know how much better, but now it looks like the picture's coming to fruition now.
Adam Thielen, 145 yards and 11 receptions. That's a crazy game for him. I thought,
Yeah.
honestly, I thought going into the season he was fairly toast,
Yeah, I did too.
and he's still chugging along. Next, Chiefs over the Bears, 41-10. It was like literally the worst football I've seen out of the Bears in a long time. We posted a 10-minute fucking video
So
of
thankful I
me,
didn't get to watch.
ranting and raving about it. I have decided to be positive now.
Yeah.
I'm not being negative about this team. I am looking forward to next year. Yes, it's only 3-4 weeks into the season, but I made some realizations.
Yeah.
You
And I
don't
was
turn a team around in one off season that from worst to first. That does not happen. We bought into the hype. All of us did. Most of us did. And that's because the media pumped them up. They saw those Vegas dollars rolling in. Pump up Justin Fields. Pump up the Bears offense. In reality, looking at it unobjectively, they're worse. I think they're worse on paper.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's my
about to
issue.
say. Is that
They
they
literally
took a step backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, hey, you've got now.
I mean, I don't understand.
You have two. You right now you have the first and third pick in the draft in a very consequential draft.
Get it.
Huh?
I don't understand how you go backwards. I really don't. Like
it's a rebuild.
I understand, I get that. But like you
Still shouldn't
spent
go
money in the
backwards.
positions that you wanted. Like how do you regress? Like seriously, how do you regress like that?
You guarantee that you're going to get that number one pick again. You get that number one pick. You don't.
I mean, I understand.
Or you do trade it for a boatload.
The positivity in there.
Yeah.
So, is it the coaching that's the biggest thing
100%.
at this point? Okay.
100%. They're
now,
unprepared.
Yes.
The players come out lackadaisical. They're unprepared. They're professionals. They know better.
There's no fight.
I don't think the coaching staff at all has the locker room at this point. You're seeing more players now kind of speak a little bit. Even Chase Claypool
and
coming out and saying
Claypool,
that he's you know what? After that first game, he has been blocking a lot better. His effort is there. He jumped on a ball last week. That was a 50-50 ball at best. I don't blame him for it. Great ball placement by Justin too. He just misjumped, but he had tried. Anyways, I think that collectively as Bears fans, we just need to come together and support another tank year, because here's what's going to happen. We're going to have 2 top 5 picks next year. We're going to either draft a generational quarterback in Caleb Williams, or we're going to draft what might be the best wide receiver prospect to come out since Calvin Johnson and Marvin Harrison Jr. Or we're going to get one of our pick of 2 top, left tackle studs. You know what I mean? If it's me, if I'm Ryan Poles, or if they fire Ryan Poles and they continue the tradition of Ryan's at GM and they want to hire Ryan Kapronica, I'm available. I'll do it for half the salary. I'll do it for a third of the salary.
Kapronica, that's how you pronounce it.
I would do it for an eighth of the salary. Holler at me, Kevin Warren.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going Caleb Williams. with what this team needs, I think I go Marvin Harrison and a tackle. I go Joe Alt from Notre Dame or Ola. I can't remember his last name. The kid from Penn State, who I think is the better tackle right now. But Chicago and the Notre Dame connection. I'm here for it. I'm ready. Robert.
Yeah, I don't know.
Robert.
Hey.
Miss you, buddy. Did
I'm
you
not
see
sure
what up, buddy?
Did you see
We
the
miss you, dude.
picture? Did you see the picture that NBC Sports posted of Ozzie Guillen being the coach for the Bears? I thought you'd get a kick out of that one.
I was thinking
All
something
right.
like Urlacher.
Ryan, I'm not saying that name for Prince.
All right, yeah, we got to move on because we got to pick next week's game.
All right,
Okay.
Cardinals, Cowboys. Cardinals, 28. Cowboys, 16. God damn.
That was fun.
That's awesome.
That was a lot of
loved-
fun, man.
I loved watching that.
Upsetting
That
next
ain't
Chris.
it, Cowboys fans.
And you know what's
Yeah.
even better about that? The Cardinals won.
Mhm.
They're supposed to be the number one team. They were going to go for Marvin
Now
Harrison
we're the
one
number
overall.
one team.
Now
Yeah.
we got it. And if they want that number one, if they really want Marvin Harrison, cough up to your 2 firsts. Come on. Give him.
Ooh,
Gimme.
bitches. Come on.
Now we got 3 early firsts. Steelers over the Raiders,
That would be nuts, wouldn't it?
23-18.
That was a
That would
boring
be
game.
insane.
What if Ryan Poles, though, put himself in a
Yeah.
position to have all 5 picks? 1 through 5.
I don't know how he would.
Imagine
That'd
that.
be insane.
What is this,
Did
fucking
you
Madden?
imagine, though? He's literally the South Park
Yeah.
meme of the dude walking down the street with the wagon and his
Those
nuts.
big
That's
play balls.
literally Ryan Poles walking into the draft.
Ryan Randy Marsh polls. Eagles over the Buccaneers. Finally, the Buccaneers lost
Yeah.
25-11, and then the Bengals over the Rams, another snoozer. Really?
Well, the last quarter was more better.
Yeah,
The first half
More
was
better?
the
boring
last
as shit.
half was better.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
ending.
Jamar Chase, 141 yards, 12 receptions.
He's
for your
back.
Fantasy. He is back.
He's
T.
finally
Higgins
back.
is
You
still
know who's not back?
Still hanging
Miss-
out
We're
there.
gonna say
Sing.
T. Higgins.
That motherfucker got benched. He got benched this
Who?
week.
Who?
To be fair, T. Higgins. I just benched him in
Oh.
fantasy. But to be
I'm-
fair, it was to play Jerry Jeudy because he's playing in Chicago.
I'm switching
Judy
between
Judy.
Higgins and Tyler Lockett, so trying to figure out what game.
Tyler Lockett all day. Tyler Lockett.
It's
all
starting
day.
to kind of like go there. Well,
Yeah.
like
T. Higgins is still supremely talented. This is a contract year for him. So, of
Yeah.
course, he's going to ball out when he can, but he's got
Right.
the case of the drops.
But on my
And
fantasy team, he's gonna sit on the
Joe's
bench, think
not.
about it for 2 weeks, and then
Same.
if he gets his act together, he can come play with
Agreed.
the Leather Daddies again.
Speaking of
I-
unplayable players, Daniel Jones, I'm looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, sometimes you got to start Danny Dimes. It happens. Sunday
Not
morning,
this year.
8:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Good time, Central Time. Falcons, Jags at good old Wembley Stadium in London, oi. In it. Crikey.
Yes.
That's not English.
That's
Shrimple
Australia.
the Bobby.
That's
the wrong way.
Australia.
Hey, mate.
Oh, the wrong way.
That's what he sounded to me.
I'm gonna pick the Falcons in this one.
E2.
I think,
And I'm watching
Brian
this Toy Story
Robinson has it.
broadcast.
I think
That
Brian
sounds
Robinson.
boring.
I don't know what you're talking about with the Toy Story thing.
You don't know? On
Uh-uh.
Disney Plus,
Yeah.
on Sunday for that game, they're doing a simulcast like the Nickelodeon game, but they're doing it on Disney Plus, and they're doing it in Andy's room.
Are the toys going to be announcing?
They're toys. The players are toys.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The players are
Gonna be
toys.
all CGI, like
I'm
Toy
not-
Story.
I will probably last that for about 5 minutes, and then I will go
Yeah.
back.
And
I'm
I'll be
gonna
like,
check it
I'll-
out. I'm
That
not making
sounds-
this up, Ryan.
It sounds awful to me. If I'm being,
I'm gonna watch it for a little bit.
yeah, that sounds.
I'm going
miserable.
Falcons there.
I don't know who's gonna watch it. Kids aren't
What
gonna
the
watch
fuck?
it.
I'm gonna watch it for a little bit, and then I'll probably
Disney
switch over to the regular game.
is straining here.
I didn't think
I'm
you were serious.
flabbergasted.
I didn't think you were serious. Did you know what I was talking about?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. I'll watch a down of that, maybe. Yeah. Like I said, I'm picking the Falcons. I think Bijan has a really good day.
Not Brian Robinson, like you said earlier.
I didn't say Brian Robertson. I had Bijan, didn't I?
You said Brian.
Yes, you did.
Whatever.
No,
I
you
don't
said
give a
Brian.
shit. I'm gonna go smoke a bunch of weed after this. I don't give a fuck.
Is that legal?
Yeah, it is. I'm in Illinois. It's great.
I think Kyle
Thank you,
Pitts has a
Governor
good game.
JB.
He doesn't know how. He only catches touchdowns in London, I guess.
So
Yep,
hey,
thank you, Kyle Pitts.
he's in
He
good
will
old
have-
London town, isn't it?
I'll take Jaguars.
Isn't it,
It's,
Gov?
it's their home.
It's their home game.
Yeah.
It's the home game in London.
home away
Technically.
from home. We know Rick would take Jaguars here too.
Yep. Who are you picking, Blake? You say Falcons?
Yeah, Kyle Pitts gonna have a big game.
All right.
I would play
Next
him in
game.
fantasy this weekend.
At a normal time for football. Dolphins, Bills, Orchard Park, New York. Home cooking for the Bills. The line, Buffalo, -2.5. This is not really my upset pick. Technically.
I'll
But I'm
take
picking
Miami
Bills.
again.
Give me Miami.
Yep. I'm riding with Miami.
Give me Miami.
I'm rooting for him too, honestly. Whoa,
I'm
that's a
gonna-
lot.
I 100% agree.
There's a need
Jesus.
I
Yeah,
100% agree,
Handbook.
Rob.
And give Justin Fields a standing ovation the moment he walks on the field for his first snap. For those who don't know, a single standing ovation can change Trey Turner's season that led the Phillies to the number 1 wildcard spot. So he's
It's very
talking
true.
about
he
how
was having a terrible season, and
right.
that's a really cool story, and like the coolest thing I've ever heard coming out of notoriously one of the worst fandom franchise fandoms. Just city.
Sounds, yep.
Just
Right.
city in general.
So for those who don't know
Still
what
leading
happened,
in
Trey
football?
Turner was having kind of a shitty year, getting booed all the time.
Kinda is very generous. Dave.
Right. Okay. All right.
It was
And
bad.
I forget the YouTuber's name, but he started this whole trend of saying, "Hey, let's actually have a standing ovation for Trey Turner," and so that became a thing. He came out to the batter's box, and then everyone just stood up and started giving an ovation. And then he started turning it around.
Yep.
And he actually bought a billboard thanking the fans, right?
Yep.
Because it just became a trend, and it kept going. So it's
You
pretty
could
cool.
see
Really?
how
I didn't
much
know that. That's dope.
you could see how much
Yeah.
it meant to him too.
Yeah. No,
Like
it's super
watching
cool.
his face just on a human level, like it was a really
Mhm.
fucking cool move. Too
Yeah.
bad the rest of your sports town shit
That
is
is cool. I didn't know
garbage.
that. Good job, Philly.
Broncos, the line has now moved.
Good
The
job, Philly. But
Bears,
fuck you, Nick Sirianni.
3.5. Broncos are 3.5 point favorites over the Bears at Soldier Field.
Broncos.
Give me the Broncos, man.
Yep, I'm taking Broncos. I got money on this.
Here's a very fun thing that I was looking up on the NFC North show that I'm apparently on Tuesdays now.
Nice.
It's just a thing. Russell Wilson, he is having a statistically average year, like by his standards, 100%. He's not any better or any worse than he's ever been. He's just a statistically average season. I'm going to try to pull up his stats real quick because it kind of blew my mind.
And you can't blame Russell Wilson for his team allowing 70 points. As much as I'd like,
Yeah.
he's like, that's what you get for getting Wilson. That's not anything he has control over.
So his best season was 2020.
Yeah, but it's still embarrassing.
with the Seahawks. He was 68.8% completion, averages 7.5, 40 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, quarterback rating of 67.1. Okay, this year, completion percentage is pretty much there. It's at 65.4, so it's a little lower, but he's also throwing to lesser talent. Average 7.6, so his average per pass is still there. 6 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Somebody can math that out. I don't know. And then his quarterback rating in 2020, and I don't think this is right, but his quarterback rating was 56.3. And his quarterback rating this year is 99.5.
Good.
If you
You
go by
guys-
QBR, his QBR is 67.1 in 2020 and 58.9 this year. So that there's a little bit of difference there, but it's like he's looking better.
Did you guys see that interview that RG3 gave to DK Metcalf? So the way I'm gonna describe this interview makes it sound like that he just bombed on Wilson, and that's not how it looked like at all. He was basically describing the difference between going from Russell Wilson to Geno Smith, and something that he said. First off, he said like it's just this felt like it was going from He said it didn't feel like there was much of a change because Geno has been in the locker room for the same amount of time that DK was there. Mm-hmm. So it seemed like any kind of questions he had for Wilson, a lot of times he said he'd go to Geno Smith and kind of get those answers and stuff. But and I don't think he meant this because at first it didn't sound like he was ripping on Wilson, and I don't think he intentionally was. But the more I sat down and thought about it and read some of the comments, like, oh shit, that's actually kind of funny. He was talking about how Russell Wilson you would count.
I wish
you would basically count to 3.
No, I'm watching the Bearcats game, bro.
You'd get about 3 seconds after the snap, and once after 3 seconds, you basically were assumed to bail on your route and just
get open
for the scramble, right? And go, and basically Wilson would go for the bomb, whatever. Mm-hmm. After 3 seconds, he's going for the big play. We said versus Geno Smith, where he would get on everyone like, no, everyone needs to complete your routes. And so that was kind of the big difference between the two quarterbacks. But they kind of said something about Russell Wilson.
Interesting.
That, you have basically 3 seconds to get on your route, and otherwise everyone just improvises.
Yeah.
So that doesn't sound good to me.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like maybe he suffers from some of the same stuff that they're talking about with Justin Fields, and doesn't process as fast.
But do you think with Justin Fields that
Justin Fields has been overcoached and he has no fucking
Big Ten quarterback?
But that's what I'm saying. If you're with Fields, do you think it would be more beneficial to just like, hey, you know what? Just almost having a game. Well, every game has been like that with Stroud, but just, hey, you know what? Listen, we're down with this many points.
No, Danny. The problem with that though now is people know he wants to use his legs. So if you watch defenses play him, all they do is spy him. It's all they do. Yeah, every single team just runs a spy because you can stop that immediately.
I will say this as well with Justin. They can tell him anything in the world. He is, and until that coaching staff gets out of there and he gets somebody in there to build him up.
Yep.
Nothing's going to change.
And
also, Blake, don't talk shit about Big Ten quarterbacks. You know who's the greatest quarterback of all time? Tom Brady. Where did he play football?
That's fair.
Where did he play? In the Big Ten, right?
You know what, Ryan? University of Michigan. University of Michigan. But
go Big Blue.
A blind squirrel gets a nut out every now and then, yes?
That's true. That's very true. But in that same point, isn't Ohio State due?
What?
I'm just saying.
I really didn't hear you. Say that one more time.
I was going to say, to that point, don't you think Ohio State is due to have an actual quarterback?
Do what?
I haven't given up on Fields yet. I'm still there. I still believe that there's
Name
talent.
one starting quarterback out of Ohio State that has turned into an elite quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. Don't you think that they're due to have one turn into an elite quarterback in the NFL?
No, because that's their tradition.
A blind squirrel
That's
gets
their
his nut,
tradition.
blah, blah, blah. Somebody's nutting.
Yeah, it was Tom Brady. That was their
The
nut.
Broncos are going to be nutting all over the Bears' back. Browns,
Agreed.
Ravens
Next game.
in
Thank you,
Cleveland.
Jesus.
Give me the Browns. Browns are favored by 2. I don't like rooting for the Browns. Robert,
What?
you can't pull us back into the Bears. You can't.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
be
never
here
get
all
out of
night. Yes, fire
Watch
Eberflus.
back at minute 30.
I draft Marvin Harrison. I draft a tackle, and then stick with Justin for another year because he's cheap. He's on a cheap contract. Continue building up that team. If you suck, great. You get another high point. You go after Allard or whatever that Penn State quarterback is. Maybe Caleb stays another year. Maybe he plays his senior year, and then you get him.
He's not staying another year. There's no way.
His dad said he would. Papa Williams. That's what I do. I wait a year. Worst case scenario, you go out and you pick up Kirk Cousins. He's going to be a free agent.
I'm going to take the Browns too.
Keith?
I'm taking the Browns. By the way, I'm taking the Broncos. I never got to make my pick.
Everybody's taking the Broncos, Keith. We just skipped past that one.
Everyone's taking the Broncos, Keith. It's not a fucking surprise.
Are you
Browns.
taking the Browns? All right. Bengals, Titans. Give me the Bengals.
Yep.
Titans just sorry, Rob. Titans just look like trash right now. Excuse me.
I'm trying to.
Yes, they do. Go Bengals.
Give me the Bengals. Sorry, Rob. I almost want to make it my upset of the week, but I can't.
I'm trying to. I think I have my upset of the week, but I don't know if it really. I don't know. It's kind of hard to pick an upset this.
Yeah, this week is weird with upsets.
You can go backwards and pick the Bears. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. God, I'd be so mad if the Bears won. Don't fuck up the tank job.
I will be pissed.
Yeah.
I'll be a little happy. Like I like wins, but like.
Oh, you're saying Henry's going to be traded? You think?
He should be. I just don't see it. I just don't know who would.
As
I don't
someone
know.
who
Maybe
picked him first overall in my fantasy league, I would love him to be traded. That would be like, look out, bitches! Derrick Henry and Cooper Kupp.
So we're all in accordance here. Bengals.
Yes.
That's unanimous.
Rams, Colts. Line is even.
I'm gonna go.
Ooh. They in Indy?
Rams.
Yes, Indy.
I'm gonna go Rams as well here. I think, just because the defensive line for the Rams is a little better than what the Colts have gone up to.
Yeah.
Cubs did.
Fucking
two more games, and we hopefully fire David Ross. All right, Rams.
Yes.
Danny, Rams.
Yeah.
Keith.
Give me the Colts.
Why are we gonna wait?
Mariners up 3-0 right now.
Nice.
Get it. Come on.
Blake. Who are you picking?
Colts.
Colts. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We're
David Ross, that finger was for you, by the way.
Bucks.
Must be lagging
Saints. Yeah, you must be. Your slow internet. Maybe you should take the picture off your background. Maybe your internet's having trouble processing the dumpster fire.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
It depends. What's his
I don't
name?
think Carr's playing. I don't think Carr's going to play.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bucks there too. New Orleans is technically the favorite. They're 3-point favorites.
They got stellar defense.
Yeah, they do.
I think they might have the best defense in the league.
I'm going to go Saints because of the defense. And they get Kamara back this week.
So the over-under on this is 40. I think I would be taking that under.
I'm slamming that under.
Oh yeah.
I just feel like this is going to be a real slugfest in the trenches.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Saints because
This is a
I think
nap.
James
That's
will
a
be
nap
okay.
game.
Yeah. Well, that's a Bears are playing at noon. I won't watch it anyways. Oh man, that's a hard one to pick. You know, I'll take the Bucks. I think they're a more solid team. If the Saints don't have Carr, I think Carr gives them an edge. I also think that he's not that bad of a quarterback. I don't know what the deal is.
I think he's not a quarterback you build around. You know, I think I say this every week. You need someone like build around your offense like the Niners have done.
He's like Kirk Cousins light.
Be like a run. No. I think Cousins is actually pretty good. I feel like you.
Yeah. That's why I said light.
Yeah. Okay.
Diet Kirk Cousins.
If you have Derek Carr, build around your running back, have a solid O-line, just be a run crazy team, and then you have like, hey, you can't just overlook the arm of Derek Carr. Brother of David Carr.
Guy that looks like he wears eyeliner all the time, but apparently he's just naturally beautiful.
Both brothers do.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm going Bucks here.
Wow. I think
Keith, you said Saints?
I said Saints, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Keith's out there on the line. All right. Commanders, Eagles in Philly.
Eagles by a lot.
Chance.
Yeah. Vikings go into Charlotte. Vikings are 4-point favorites. They're the better team.
Skull Vikes.
They should not be 0-3. It's fucking nuts that they're 0-3.
Yeah.
To be very honest with you, I think they are better than this. I think they're coming down, but give me the Vikes.
Yep, I'll take him with them.
And here's my upset, boys. Give me the
same.
Okay, I like it.
Give me the Panthers.
Wait. Oh, sweet. I like it.
Ooh. I
can see it.
Give me the Panthers.
Bryce Young is playing though. He's starting.
No.
Still give me the
So
Panthers.
give me
Does
the
Adam
Vikings.
Thielen have a revenge game?
The Panthers.
You're still taking the Panthers, even with Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Cool. Steelers head down to Texas. Steelers are 2.5-point favorites. I'm taking the Texans.
Ooh, really?
This is my upset.
I was going to say, can this be my upset? Because it's somewhat close. This is the one I was looking at, too. I'm taking Texans.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think TJ Watt's going to destroy CJ.
I hope not. I like watching CJ play. There's an Ohio State guy.
There's an Ohio State quarterback that's playing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's got more 300 yard. He's got 300-yard passing games than Justin Fields has in his entire 3-year career.
I actually had to go because you guys were saying there weren't anyone from Ohio State. I had to go look at him. Like, I thought Stroud was an Ohio State guy.
Yeah,
yes, he was.
I mean, but it's 3 games into his career.
Joe Burrow's technically Joe Burrow's Ohio State light.
Well, if you want to say that, then Justin Fields is a Georgia guy.
Yeah,
former Bulldog. Raiders go into SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, bruh. A snoozer. 305. Oh, shit. This is on CBS, too.
So they're going to make this.
I have a very solid theory here. There is something going on with the frequencies that CBS has in their games, audio or something, that all it does is make me want to sleep.
That's been that way for years, man. I agree.
Same thing for you?
Yes,
yeah,
I agree with you on
honestly, that is like December. It's a little snowy outside and cold. 3:00 games on. I'm fucking switching over to Tony and Jim Nance and falling asleep.
Oh, actually, I wasn't going to say December. I think like October, November, we have the windows open. You had chili.
Oh, that's even better.
God, man. Someone's having a bonfire. You smell it coming through. Oh, that's the best nap right there. That is a A+ nap.
Anyways, that game is going to be a snoozer anyways.
You know something bothers me about the CBS reporting or the guys who calls the game? It shouldn't be a big deal, but it bugs the hell out of me. They have to wear those CBS jackets where everyone else gets to wear their own shit.
I kind of like
they're
it.
Always,
yeah.
They're always like way too big for them. It's almost like I'm wearing my uncle's jacket because
that's why I like
it's prom. and this is the only access to a jacket I had.
I love it. Bring it back, like keep that tradition going. Don't change CBS. Don't listen to Danny.
All right. I think the thing we should bring back is the head
Danny
coaches
would-
should wear a suit and a fedora on.
Oh yeah, I'm all for that. That's old fucking Papa Bear right there.
Mhm.
Patriots go down to Arlington. Cowboys are 6.5-point favorites.
Yeah.
I think that the Cowboys are going to be looking to break the scoring record
Yeah.
on the Patriots with how pissed off
They
they're going
need
to
to
be.
beat the shit out of someone after that game.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Mac Jones and that whole offense.
I'm so sorry for
because
Mac Jones. He's a piece of shit.
That's true. He is.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh,
Excuse me.
You don't know Mac Jones is a piece of shit? All he does is
No.
ball tap people for no fucking reason.
Really?
he just
He-
what?
Wow.
He ball taps people for no he ball taps
that's
Sauce.
true. Yeah.
He ball tapped Sauce on Sunday. He tried to kick a bear in the dick last year. I think it was Brisker. On a slide, he tried to kick him in the nuts.
That's true. Yeah, he's
do
a
remember
fucking
that.
dirty bitch.
This is my upset though. Give me the Patriots.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh.
Nice.
I think the Dallas Cowboys were exposed last week with game footage. Bill Belichick's one of the greatest coaches of all time.
That
Are you
is
saying
the
Belichick stole practice footage?
Not without
Not
Brady.
going down there. That's true. Brady, he has to win a Super Bowl,
Just
right?
saying. We know Dak can get rattled and Bill can figure out a way to do it.
Yeah, but you also have C.J. Stroud who threw for almost 300 yards, and I don't think Mac Jones will ever sniff that. I
have to
like
play
Mac
Mac Jones this weekend, I think.
He sniffed a man at championship. CJ didn't.
I don't like Mac Jones even a little bit.
Plus, Zeke
But you like him
returns
more
to
than
Dallas.
Felix.
Keith, that's got to be a 2-quarterback league, right?
Yes.
Or super flex.
Yeah, it's a 2 QB. You have to start him. Because
Is
that's
that-
Derek Carr.
Is that the Rebellion?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I was playing you.
I'm playing Brian, who played for
Oh,
Packers.
that's true. I don't even know who I'm playing.
I told you I may pick up Taysom Hill and play him.
Taysom Hill for the last 2 years has
quarterback.
been my favorite sneaky pickup on Sleeper because they've got him. You can play him as a tight end,
Or
When
but
you
he
can
quarterback.
still gets quarterback numbers.
Mhm.
Yes, that's true. That depends on the league, though, because it doesn't always. I don't think Yahoo will let you do that, but I think
ESPN will though.
ESPN will.
Sleeper
yeah.
will.
Yeah, Sleeper will. Sleeper, holler at us. Sponsor this podcast. I will sing the praises of your platform for free or for money.
That, Ryan,
I
that's
don't
not how a
care.
sponsorship works.
I don't care, man. I'm tired.
It might.
All right, let's get the rest of these fucking games.
If Derek Carr doesn't play, I may play my quarterback.
Niners, Cardinals going into the 49ers into Santa
Oh,
Clara,
man.
California.
Do we want
the
another
line
trap
right
game?
now? The line right now,
10.5.
14.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is not a trap game. This is a brick wall game. Sorry,
Yeah.
Cardinals fans.
Yeah.
I mean, you had
I
your
don't
run
think-
last week.
This is not going to be a Miami and the Denver game, Broncos game. I think the 49ers are just going to beat up on them, but I don't think they're going to run it up.
Shanahan's
here's the
not
thing.
that guy.
This is what happens, I think, when you are the winner of a
Daniels
trap
is.
game. When you're the winner of the trap game, the next week it's like the spotlight is on you now.
Oh,
It's not-
100%.
Right. It's not like last week with the Cardinals, like, oh, you guys are one like the worst team in football right now. We can kind of sleep in a little bit that week or whatever happens to make it the loser of a trap game. I think all the attention's on Arizona right now, and the Niners are just going to be, we are going to rip that asshole open and live in there.
Like a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Jets. It's your Sunday night game. I'm
God.
sure the schedule makers are so mad right now because
Taylor Swift will be in attendance.
Mahomes.
Ryan,
Yeah.
pull this up. Go to Sleeper. Look at fucking Travis Kelce's fucking profile picture. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt.
All right,
Somebody
I'm
hacked.
Oh.
Somebody hacked Sleeper.
What?
Where
Can
is
I
it?
get a W, please?
Sorry, I'm trying to
say?
make it.
I'm
Try-
pulling it. I'm trying to
I
pull
can't
it
see.
up.
Oh, is it Taylor Swift? Yeah. Who else is so fucking tired of hearing about Taylor Swift? I was watching the Eagles game, and they were still talking about Taylor Swift showed up at the Kansas City game. Did you guys see Taylor Swift?
That's because Travis Kelce's brother, Jason Kelce, is on that Eagles team.
And he's the brother of Travis Kelce, who is almost maybe thinking about dating about Taylor Swift. It's like making that connection. I'm
playing Blake this week in the Rebellion.
Hey, so am I.
He's on
Danny.
Next,
let's tear that ass up.
Let's spit roast this bitch. What do you say, Ryan?
Jesus.
Eiffel Tower.
Can I get out of this?
No. You have to watch.
If Rick was here, we have a third. We had a fifth person. We could make Blake in the middle.
Damn, Ryan, we're projected hella close too, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's 136.98, 137.57. I'm still tinkering. Jared Goff kind of got me a little bit of a snoozer there.
After losing to Rick last week, I don't feel confident at all. I mean, I like my team. I think my team's better than Blake's, no offense. But the fact that
I'm fucking 0-3 in that league because my goddamn running backs can't decide if they want to play football.
It's not on the web. It's Travis Kelce's picture.
Rick didn't have.
Damn, they fixed that fast as fuck.
Damn.
Yeah. Again, another thing for Sleeper. Sleeper is super fast to fix any bugs. Holler at me, cool. Sleeper.
You're barely projected to beat me, though, Danny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not taking it lightly at all. I mean, I think my players are better than yours, if I'm being honest, but I'm not looking at that and being like, oh, I feel pretty good. I'm like,
I'm torn because I've got Swift playing against Ryan, so that sucks.
I've switched my kicker 3 times this week. Yeah, I'm in a Yahoo league. It's Miles' league.
You should leave the Yahoo and go to Yahoo. Sleeper.
It's so hard to figure out stats. Trying to find players is a bitch. Even Sleeper it looks better than ESPN. Like, but ESPN is so easy to find. Like, how many targets did they get? Like, oh, boom, right there. You know, it's like I want to find the running back on this team because I'm trying to handcuff. Boom, right there. Yahoo, it's like motherfucker. I got to go through all this shit. I have to go to ESPN, find the facts, and then go back to the Yahoo league.
So easy to do it on Sleeper. They make it fast and very functional for you.
And the projections are always total bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Yahoo's I'm not saying I'm not like a disciple of the projections anyway, but this has happened twice where there's like 3 minutes left in the game. I'm ahead by like 1 point, and the other guy has a wide receiver that's still in the game, and it's like they have the ball with 3 minutes left, and I'm projected to win by like 99%. It's like, dude, if the other guy gets one catch, I lose completely. Like, what are you guys doing? And sure enough, that's the game I lost.
Yep.
So
what are you watching, Blake?
What are you watching?
A fucking TikTok that fucking Robert just sent me. Here, I'll send it in the group.
Hey, put it on so we can all see. Not the messenger. Put it on like the. Can you
send it up so we can all see? And I'll pull
I sent it to you.
Okay.
Anyway, Jets.
I always forget we can pull stuff up and watch it. I always
give me Chiefs
for a better show. Oh yeah,
give me Chiefs.
Yeah, give me the Swifties.
The Zach Wilson experiment.
The Chiefs.
Taylor will be in town, so.
Do you think the Jets need to try and find a quarterback that's out there right now? A backup somewhere.
We got one.
We will trade you Sauce Gardner for Justin Fields right now.
They signed one.
Trevor Siemian.
We need it.
Trevor Siemian.
Is he starting, you think?
No.
Oh.
No. Hello?
FaceTime coming in here. Give me a second here. Hello? Who is this?
Lou Holtz, I demand an apology.
Oh, jeez. Is this that soft-ass Ryan Day?
Hey, my kids and my football program are not soft, Lou Holtz, and we proved that on Saturday.
You proved nothing, young man. In fact, you proved that you're not the gentleman that you claim
That's
to
a really
be.
good Lou Holtz.
Yeah, it is.
You took advantage of Notre Dame by having one extra player on the field. Where I come from, that's called cheating with a capital C.
What in God's name did you you want me to do, Lou Holtz? Call a timeout so Notre Dame can trot another player onto the field?
Yes! That's what Jesus would have done. You think he would have cheated like you? No. That's why you'll never be the man Urban Meyer is. You'll never win at Ohio State like Urban Meyer did because you don't play by the rules and you knew you didn't have the physicality to match up with Notre Dame, so you had to cheat at the end of the game to get your way. If not for that, we're dancing, we're winning, and you're losing again, you sick son of a bitch.
I cannot believe that you, Lou Holtz, are saying this about me. You need to apologize to the entire state of Ohio.
Huh? Why the hell would I apologize to Ohio?
It is Ohio versus the world, Lou Holtz. And you're nothing but a jealous, old, bitter, stinky old man.
Jealous of what? Listen, I coached Ohio State with Woody Hayes. We won a national championship when you were swimming in your father's sack. Took me 1 year. Took me 1 year to win a national championship at Ohio State. How long is it going to take you?
I'm going to find you and beat your old bitter ass.
I tell you one thing you should be worried about beating, and it's not my ass, it's Michigan, because they've been kicking your ass. And until you figure out how to beat Michigan, you'll never get yourself one of these. Never. You'll never get one. You see, this is a national championship ring.
Yeah, guess he hung up. See, I told you, he's a charming, soft son of a bitch. What's he care what I have to say anyway? Nobody's cared what I've had to say in 10 years.
That was funny. That was really good.
Especially living in Ohio. That brings me joy.
That's a really good.
Thank you, Rob, for sending that. That was
That was entertaining. All right, we got one more game, fellas. Wait, did we call Chiefs Jets? I'm calling the Jets.
I think we all could say the Chiefs,
Yeah.
right? Like,
We did week one.
Keith,
when
you want
Rodgers
to
tore
take
that
this
bitch.
upset?
Me? Fuck no.
Yeah, this is we're assigning an upset to you.
I already picked my upset.
Yes.
Who was your upset again?
I don't remember. The
Panthers.
The
Panthers. Okay. So Panthers, Houston, Blake, do you got one yet? Or it was New England.
New England.
New England. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
the final game, the Monday nighter, you got the Seattle Seahawks going to face the Danny Dimes,
What are you
New York
doing?
Giants,
Me?
Showing off his shirt.
jerking it.
Wait,
No,
where is it? Is there
no.
There's a Seahawk, and then there's the once Lombardi thing.
Yeah, that thing.
We won one of those. Guys, remember when we won?
You almost
won a
won
championship
two,
once?
and then you had a brain fart,
Yep. I don't remember
Or
that. I kind of
brain-
blacked out.
brain diarrhea.
I think I had a brain aneurysm after that.
You-
I got
That's
sea
okay.
chickens.
Yeah, oh yeah, Seahawks all
Yep.
day.
Yeah.
Get them chickens, boys.
We were pretty unanimous tonight, guys, on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of that
It's
week.
That
It's
week.
that week. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
week 4.
That's
Even
fair.
the upsets aren't like crazy, like Broncos beating Miami. You know,
The Texans just like hung 37.
Well, he
on
really
the
had egg on his
Jags,
face there,
like-
didn't he?
what'd you say?
He had egg on his face there, didn't he?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Literally.
me and Rick, we both picked them.
Well, Rick literally had egg on his face.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I figure I do enough ridiculous things on the show. I don't need to put egg on my face.
Yeah, I got to go to fucking Waffle House this weekend, so.
I can't
Sucker.
wait for that, dude. That's one of the better punishments I've heard.
Fuck you, Nick Sirianni. Kick the goddamn field goal.
It's a good punishment.
Yeah.
I will not be here next week, fellers. So you guys
What are
have a
you
good
doing, man?
show.
What are you up to?
Going to a tailgate.
SmackDown?
Oh,
Going to a tailgate.
ILO?
SmackDown?
No.
No, not doing some SmackDown.
Springfield Southeast High School.
Don't get shot.
20th high school
Hey,
reunion.
Hey, favor, and don't get shot. I mean that literally.
I went there for 4 years, three
It's
and a half
different now.
years.
It's different now.
My son goes to school across the street. It ain't
I
different.
know. I know.
And on
Sounds
that
like
note, we're going to wrap this bitch up and
Leave
get
the
out of
South
here
Side
this
alone.
evening. We'll miss you next week, Ryan. I will be in the Bears agony alone then.
No agony.
Always fun.
No pain. Look
Unless
at
Unless they
lost
win,
and
then it's more
T-Dub,
agony.
we appreciate you, Rob.
Might
Thanks
see
for
Bobby
stopping
lost.
by, buddy. We miss you. Be a friend, tell a friend, like and subscribe, and please, for the love of God, fire David Ross. See you guys. We'll be back next week.
Bye.